Welcome back to Heads Up SA, bringing you the stories that matter. Today we dive into a shocking revelation, a 2 billion rand fraud scandal uncovered at Tembisa Hospital. The Special Investigating Unit says multiple criminal syndicates have been looting our healthcare system, and the names involved will leave you stunned.
3 coordinated syndicates responsible for the loss of over 2 billion. And I'd like to acknowledge at this stage, I'll still come back to that initially when the investigation commenced, at the instance is by referral from the Office of the Premier back in 2022, we had found at that stage that through the whistleblower and one of the many, and the main one that's known, it's Babita Diokran, and may her soul rest in peace. At the time when we commenced, she had flagged suspicious activities of about 850 million.
In 2021, whistleblower Babita Diokran raised alarms about suspicious spending at Tembisa Hospital. Sadly, she was assassinated before the full truth could come out. The SIU's investigation has blown the lead on what she tried to expose, a massive 2 billion rand looting operation. Investigators have identified at least 3 coordinated syndicates behind the fraud. One of the biggest is linked to businessman Hangwani Morgan Maumela, reputedly a nephew of President Cyril Ramaphosa.
We have uncovered a syndicate that's referred to as the Maumela Syndicate. And we are mentioning this surname Maumela simply because it has already been publicized. There has been an asset forfeiture order that was announced of Maumela Syndicate. So the Maumela Syndicate refers to the syndicate that is linked to Hangwani Morgan Maumela. The SIU is reviewing 1,728 bundles worth 816 million related to the Maumela Syndicate and has completed to date 924 analyses, uncovering significant irregularities. So the SIU has traced about 41 suppliers or service providers linked to this Maumela Syndicate. 3 of the companies that were awarded contracts to the value of 13,538,292.
Maumela's network allegedly funneled over 816 million rand through more than 1,700 purchase orders. Each transaction was kept under R500,000 rand to bypass tender scrutiny. This deliberate manipulation of procurement rules made it easier to loot the system.
Currently, the SIU is probing allegations relating to the Tembisa Hospital and has to date identified, as I indicated, 3 major syndicates that corrupt payments that facilitated the irregular payments. And they are not just accused. Evidence has been found who traded with the Tembisa Hospital under 4 the service providers. And these service providers have really caused that the officials be involved in money laundering, fraud through fronting, and the use of false supply chain management documents. The investigation currently involves 207 service providers who traded with the Tembisa Hospital under 4,501 purchase orders. So I indicated earlier on that the bundles of 2,207 and 4,501 purchase orders. Each purchase order, the evidence has revealed, is linked to a purported 3-code procurement process, purportedly involving 3 competitive bidders. We say purportedly because investigations has actually proved that there was nothing to be purchased, or nothing was purchased. As a result of that, money was actually siphoned. The total value of matters under investigation at the moment, as I indicated, is over 2 billion. These numbers are constantly updated as new companies are identified through ongoing investigations and the flow of funds involving irregularly appointed service providers at the Tembisa hospital.
Among Maumela's associate is convicted criminal Vusmuzi Ket Matlala. His companies alone pocketed nearly 15 million rands in fraudulent payments. The SIU's interim report shows how insiders at the hospital helped fake documents and split contracts, all to fit the syndicates.
Build serious maladministration and procurement fraud. Key officials from the Department of Health in Gauteng and the Tembisa hospital are accused of benefiting from corrupt payments that facilitated the irregular payments. And they are not just accused. Evidence has been found that indicates that the officials have been paid corruptly by the service providers.
So far, the SIU has taken action. 13 officials face disciplinary processes and 116 referrals are ready. Asset forfeiture is also underway, targeting luxury homes and vehicles bought with stolen money.
3 million. Notable properties include about a 75,000 property, a 75 million property in Bantry Bay and various others in Gauteng. The SIU has assisted the National Prosecuting Authority, Asset Forfeiture, to identify assets linked to Maumela, which has resulted in the NPA's Asset Forfeiture Unit preserving some of the Maumela's assets. These assets include the following. We're not mentioning all of them, but you can find them in the order that was issued. The property in Hartbeespoort, Northwest, 2 properties in Sandton, Gauteng, property in Zimbali Estate, Balito, Durban, and KwaZulu-Natal, 2 twin tower properties in Cape Town, Western Cape, and some of the motor vehicles include Lamborghini, Urus, Lamborghini Hurricane, Lamborghini Aventador. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. These are some of the vehicles names that is very difficult to announce. And another Lamborghini Urus, Bentley Continental, Isuzu D-Max, a multi-purpose trailer, Badger Fire Blast CC, Regency 250 LE boat. As I indicated, that there are further assets that have been freezed by AFU, but I'm pleased to announce that we really wanted to mention further assets and other vehicles that we would have freezed, but we wanted to make sure that we follow the legal process and institute those proceedings in the special tribunal. We did so. We had hoped for the order at the latest by Friday, or at least the weekend. That order came in only this morning at 9 o'clock, where the special tribunal has granted the SIU an order to freeze further assets of Maumela to a tune of 500 million, I'm informed by our legal officials. So we will communicate that order later today, as we always do, and indicate the kind of assets that has been freezed.
But this is far from over. The SIU says more arrests are coming. They've emphasized lifestyle audits for officials and stronger protection for whistleblowers and investigators. Babita's sacrifice wasn't in vain. And now, the fight for accountability continues. The 2 billion rand scandal at Tembisa Hospital exposes just how deeply corruption runs in South Africa's public healthcare system. The question remains, will justice finally be served? What's your take? Should the SIU push for harsher sentences for those caught stealing from hospitals? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Heads Up SA for more hard-hitting stories. Until next time, stay sharp, stay informed, keep your heads up, SA.
That we've uncovered. The monies that the department has lost, in particular Tembisa. So that in particular, well, we're saying back to the fiscus, but we would like it to be returned really to the Department of Health. There is another syndicate that we've uncovered. We call it Mazibuko Syndicate. This is also the syndicate which is linked to a person called Rudolph Mazibuko. The SIU reviewed, in this case, about 651 bundles, valued at more than 283 million. At the moment, 392 completed analysis revealing assets worth more than 42 million, including multiple properties in the Western Cape and Gauteng. We will continue to indicate and itemize the assets as the investigation goes on. Now, there's another syndicate, and we're calling it Syndicate X, simply because it's not in public yet. Work is being done, and we are hoping that we will be able to name this syndicate very soon. Once